So what we see on the screen and board now are two of our extreme cases of elasticity. And the first one that we're going to discuss is our situation of what we call perfect elasticity. Or infinite elasticity. So this is the situation where the quantity demanded changes by an infinite amount in response to any change in the price at all. So this is extreme sensitivity to prices. This is oftentimes the case in a commodity market, right? If you're selling corn, you sell corn at the price that it is on the market, right? If you sell beef, that's the price that it is on the market. You might be able to get a little bit of a premium because of a certain type of cut or a certain genetics or whatever the case may be, but for the most part, if you narrow down into whatever that type of good is, if there are many, many substitutes, and if it's a rather uniform good, you're going to be in a situation where your consumers are extremely sensitive to prices. So if you try to increase the price from whatever the market price is, your demand goes from, let's say you were selling over here. Well, if you increase the price, essentially your demand goes to zero. So it moves from zero at these prices close, but not at the market price, and then it goes pretty much to infinite when it reaches that price, whatever that market price is. And so compare this to the other extreme situation, which we know as of zero elasticity or perfect inelasticity. So this is how a percentage change in the price, no matter how large relative to the initial price, results in zero changes to quantity. And so if this is an extreme sensitivity to price, this is no sensitivity at all. Oftentimes we will talk about a perfectly inelastic demand curve, and we will say, the way to remember that this is inelastic is to think about if this was the market for insulin, right? If it's the market for insulin, it doesn't matter what happens to the price. You need insulin to live. You need so much per day to live. So we oftentimes will use insulin as a good mnemonic. They both start with in. Insulin is inelastic. Doesn't matter what happens to price, the quantity demanded is going to be the quantity demanded. Questions on our extreme cases of elasticity?